Hey there, adventurers! Today we're here at Hollywood Studios once again, since I am going to try and ride Rock and Roller Coaster this morning, as well as check out all of the new park updates that's in store for us. And with that said, let's go ahead and have a great day, adventure. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and head into Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. This is one of the most popular rides here at Disney World and is soon closing within the next 2 weeks. So when it comes to this ride, it is a ride where you're joining Aerosmith. You are VIP for their next concert, although you have to head into traffic to race over to their concert. And with the Super Stretch Limo, you're going to be going as fast as you can over there before concert begins. So with this ride, I am very interested in seeing how this is. Though I think now it's gonna be time we start timing this and see how long we'll be in line for.
Red light district party.
Pickup. Mike, please come to the G-Force lobby for our package pickup.
Melissa, do you have the menu book with you? I have a drummer in here who won't give me any more keys.
It's taking 5 of you.
Oh my goodness, that ride is fun. I think I hated it on it way too much. I think now, when it comes to Rock and Roller Coaster, it's a bit better. I like the music on there, especially as someone who sort of likes Aerosmith, even though not as much anymore. And I also like some of the theming in there as well. And even what they did with the pre-show before they got rid of it. Like, why Disney? Why did you get rid of the pre-show? I get, probably saves you a lot of time with construction so that you can start construction in that whole room months before the ride closes, but come on, at least give us a warning. And then with the ride itself, the roller coaster is pretty fun, if a bit dated with some designs, and also a bit rough at times too. Overall, though, I think Rock and Roller Coaster is definitely a must-do if you love rock and roll and even roller coasters in general. It's pretty much going to be the same ride since it is going to be replaced with a Muppets-themed coaster where you're joining Kermit Frog and Electric Mayhem as you have to go to their concert before they miss it, which is actually the same story, but with more Muppets. So hopefully they improve a few things with that. And I think if it's less dated, it could be better. But I think now we're going to go ahead and head out of Rock and Roller Coaster, as it's now time. We head over and see a few of the park updates. I gotta say, when it comes to the band, it is always cool to see here at Disney World. And I feel like for live entertainment in general, it definitely adds to the park atmosphere. And I hope there's a lot more to come in the future, especially maybe Citizens of Hollywood. I don't know, probably not. But anyways, I feel like for live entertainment in general, it always adds atmosphere that I feel like separates it from a theme park to just any other amusement park. Because no matter if it's at Disney or Universal, it's always great to see. Unlike one company cutting live entertainment. But either way, let's go ahead and now I think we're gonna head over to Monstropolis. Unfortunately, there is no updates happening for Magic of Disney Animations area at the moment, so we're just gonna skip that and then head over to Monstropolis, and afterwards, maybe get a drink. And we're out front of Monstropolis. It looks like construction so far is taking place at the main theater, since we can see the front area of the theater being torn apart with the main marquee now officially gone. The walls are also now closer to this area, since back then it was a bit further back, but now it is now nearby here. On top of that, this whole bathroom area right here is under construction, where they're working on the wall for this area. And for the main door coaster, there is now a crane in the back. So it's so exciting to see what this land will be, since, I mean, for Monsters Inc. land, I feel like there is a lot of potential for it. I did not even realize this too, but besides the scaffolding on the bathrooms, there is now a crane hovering above the theater. I didn't even see that while talking. And now we are here at Baseline Tap House. I gotta say, today was not bad for crowds inside, since it just opened midly, so there's that. But I gotta say, Baseline Tap House is such an underrated gem. I mean, they have probably my favorite drink in all of Disney World, and that's going to be the strawberry hibiscus on tap. They did change the name, where it's now the Minute Maid agave something something. I'll have this down here, what this is, but I highly recommend getting this. But before I even talk about drink, let's see if it's still good. Very refreshing. Love the hints of strawberry in here, as it makes it very sweet. And all in all, when it comes to this drink, it is very good. If you want a non-alcoholic drink here at Disney, I highly recommend getting this, especially if it's a hot day like it is today. Though, I did hear that it's actually going to be a bit cool next week, so... New to Toy Story Land, there's a brand new food area where you can get Pizza Planet spring rolls, churros, popcorn, ice cream bars, frozen lemonade, alcoholic beverages. I didn't know Andy drank alcoholic beverages. And then you can also get Coke products here, where I'm actually going to go ahead and try the Pizza Planet spring rolls. You got pepperoni stuffed inside it with some cheese in there. The crust is very flaky, Nice touch too, since I feel like the crust is well cooked and everything's pretty good for the most part. Would I get this again? I don't know, because I feel like for $9.49, I think there's not much value really for just 2 pepperoni spring rolls. But all in all, pretty tasty. I enjoy these overall. And now we're going to go ahead and head inside the merch shop to quickly look at some of the merchandise in here. I gotta say, this is the first time I'm seeing Indiana Jones merchandise since we got this t-shirt here along with the hoodie. And then there's this Hollywood Studios t-shirt. Love this one, especially with Tower Terror. There's also Dinosaur Gertie's Ice Cream Extinction. And especially for Gertie's birthday recently, it's so cool to see. Then there's more shirts here. But if we check out Disney and Company, there's all these plushes here. Look how much there is. Holy cow. And then what is this one? Is this a Kermit Frog plush? Oh, and there's even one of Baby Yoda too. And then there's a Walt Disney Cinderella Castle play set, which will definitely need to be updated with the new colors very soon. Love seeing this t-shirt of Hollywood Studios. You then got Walt Disney World, the Sorcerer Mickey shirt, a Winnie the Pooh shirt, and so much more back here. And before we head on out of here, I saw this really cool Disney World hat that maybe one of these days I might have to get. Oh, looks like Goofy has a new spot nearby the main entrance area, where Goofy is now nearby the Tinseltown photos. And you also have Max and Pluto over there. That's really cool. And that's going to be a wrap on our adventure here at Hollywood Studios. Honestly, today was such an amazing day. Beautiful weather. Got to ride Rock and Roller Coaster for one of our last times on the ride, as well as see some new updates, especially with Monstropolis. And most importantly, and a fun day. With that said, adventurers, let me know in the comments down below. What was your favorite ride at Hollywood Studios? And are you planning on visiting this park anytime soon? I'd love to hear it. Until next time, adventurers, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.